I'm only a couple minutes, like 1 minute into the video, but there's a lot more. This is like from my first impression of that 1 minute. It is a one word per day for a good amount of years, and it's like someone's entire journey of a goal or a passion they have, um, summarized in one video. Here we go. November 11th, 2020.
No matter how I start this, I'll most likely wish I had said or done something different, but that's okay.
So that was like literally over a week already. I'll be commenting throughout this video. If you want to watch the real thing, it'll be in my description below, because I don't want to just have the video on my channel without me, saying something. That's why it's a reacting video. But anyway.
You can't expect everything to be perfect all the time, or really any of the time. Anyway, I put off starting this for 6 months, because I wasn't sure if I could make the commitment. Well, I'm 2 months into this now.
Oh my god, holy, okay, sorry, that's like a really, I don't know if like that's like commonly like something to be unsurprised about because of what the video is, but it's so crazy to me how someone can, because for me, okay, it's really hard for me to be committed to things, whether it's passion related, work related, or anything related. I procrastinate a lot. I overthink things too much. I want it to be perfect, but then it's just nothing at all. So this kind of like really resonates with me in a way, because I can't do shit, man. It's hard. And fortunately for me, I realize it's more common than I realized, because there are so many other people who have gone through this kind of shit to where they want to do something, but they don't do it for many factors. This video is a summary of all of that into one. That's the idea I get from this. Anyway, holy shit.
And so far, so good. Guess I would rather have started earlier, but I won't dwell on it. Basically, if you want to start something, do it now. Unless there's some reason you really shouldn't.
Haircut was
Maybe
clean, though.
training for that marathon can wait until your leg stops being broken. So at this point, I've got 4 years and 8 months of words ahead of me. It's enough time that I could come up with something brilliant, or something mind-numbingly stupid.
And that's basically what we think about when it comes to our projects or big dream projects. We think it's something amazing or something stupid, but we do it anyway. I'm literally just describing what the video is to you guys. I mean, it's like, it's fucking obvious. But that's what it is. A lot of the shit for me is either like a fear of wasting my time or a hope of doing something spectacular for my life and my future. But I feel like, like we hear everywhere in every kind of story or message like this, it's just start. And this guy's simply saying a word every day, but he's just doing it though, And it's kind of paying off. If you see the views on the video, it's paying off.
If the stars align, I might even pull off the double. The possibilities are endless. I haven't got a clue how this is gonna turn out. The video, my life, this pizza, the important things. That's the beauty of it, I suppose. The pizza had way too much onion, by the way. Well, that's one lesson learned. One of the many I'll undoubtedly be taught by the time you see this. But I have to make sure I actually learn from my mistakes. And not repeat them. Easier said than done. Of course, some habits are harder to shake or ingrain than others. And making the same mistakes over and over until you learn beats learning nothing at all.
Yeah, I think a lot of times people expect to, when they make a mistake, they expect to make that mistake only once because of the saying, oh, you fail this now, but then you won't do it the next time. No, you'll do it a lot more times than you think. And I've already had a lot of scenarios where I've been through that, where I make a mistake and I think, oh, it's one mistake, but I learned my lesson. It took me like a whole year to learn, any kind of lesson I'm going through. It's hard, man. It's hard to break out of these habits, but I feel like for me, this channel, or just trying to make something out of this channel, out of recording my life, it's kind of my big investment in general because I want to make something out of this channel where I can remember and look back on and impact my life in a great, spectacular way, but also, kind of make something more out of what I have now. And that's really what this channel is about for me, is just having a more emphasized history that I can record and put here. Because when you want to do something for your life, something big for your life, you want to make something out of like all the dreams you have. You want to have some kind of impact. The first thing you do, I believe, is talk about it. Speak your mind, and do it in how any way you think is the best for you. I could have said that in any other way myself. Do what's best for you. And this video is actually a really fucking, it's awesome. It's fucking awesome. Sorry, I paused the video.
Now, you might be wondering, is this whole thing just gonna be a bunch of disjointed messages and observations? Honestly, it's hard to say. Let's just go with the flow and call any sort of cohesiveness a bonus. By the way, I moved house if you haven't noticed, which is the sort of thing I can talk about without it becoming
I can't even
irrelevant
tell,
by
man.
the time
Holy
I finish
shit.
the sentence. Unlike this food I'm about to dig into, because I actually ate it 2 weeks ago. It's
Oh
strange.
my fucking
But
god.
not as strange as the fact that I've been filming this for over a year now. Not sure if I'll keep
Okay, so 2 minutes in, it's fucking
bringing up
goddamn.
how long it's been. Is it pointlessly annoying? Annoyingly pointless? Don't answer that.
You can see as the video goes on, he's beginning to question it more and more. Because I mean, if you've been doing this shit for over a year now, you're gonna question this shit. But it's cool because it's only been 2 minutes in the video, and then you can tell the way he's, questioning it more, the way he's changing his dialogue about what's going on. Because first it was, oh, I'm doing this, let's just do it, let's see how it goes. But now it's like, what am I doing? What's the point? It's kind of crazy.
You'd be a few years late at least. Now, if you don't mind, I'll just beat this dead horse a little more by saying it kind of baffles me that it's already 2022. Which I guess for you is just a distant memory. Maybe it's nostalgic.
No, dude. 2020 feels like it was almost, right now it's like November, so it's been almost 6 years ago. For me, it felt like it was 5 months ago. I'll be so real. Time has gone by so fast. I know high school has been a big part of people's lives. Maybe more back then, more in the early 2000s. But I feel like for me in general, me specifically, I couldn't really care less about high school. I'm in college now, and high school went by like, in a blink. And I just, man, it's crazy because I felt like for me, high school was I always thought high school would be like, okay, this is my first real chance at being an adult. This is like the real turning point. No, not at all. High school was just in the same box as the kid me, I feel like. Because I feel like the real experience of adulting and growing up and really thinking about my future and what I want to do happened when I'm in college. Even the first day one of me moving to another place to be on my own is just crazy. Not my own place, obviously not. I don't got the money for that, but it's insane to me. Because everything's really coming into place now. There are real big changes happening around me, and my thoughts only get faster and louder, but also maybe a bit more negative than I'd like as me. Maybe a bit more negative than I'm letting it. But it's crazy. No, yeah. How I feel about how fast time has gone by from 2020 to now is literally just like this video. That's how fast it has felt for me from 2020 to now. And it's insane. So now I have to act now because time is going by in a blink. Like he just said in the video, only a few years late, so what? but that for me, a few years late happened like instantly, you know? So it's like, damn. Will I really just like yawn and lay on my bed and be like, oh, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. And then like the next day it's like, oh, it's like fucking 2027, you know? Oh, fuck. Oh, God, that hurt. Jesus. Yeah, no. God damn. I would not like that.
Maybe it's the time you'd rather forget. As for me, well, I suppose it's going alright. I landed at a place to live 2 weeks before the end of my lease. So yes, I have moved again.
Oh, shit.
Probably won't be the last time you'll see that. I just hope it's not every 6 months. Because it's kind of a pain in the neck. Not as painful as an actual neck injury. Which will probably happen to me in the next few years now that I've said it out loud. At least it'd make a funny edit. But any number of injuries or illnesses could befall me, and at a certain point it becomes not so humorous. Imagine if Actually, I better not jinx it. I'm kind of following TV and movie logic there, but this is real life. And I know that's what someone in a piece of fictional media would say, but honestly, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh well, full steam ahead to the next topic, which is of course, the butterfly effect. No, I'm not talking about the film series, even though the first one was awesome. I'm talking about the concept. How an insignificant change can cause a ripple effect, leading to a wildly different outcome. I was thinking about this because I realized this whole thing could have gone any number of ways if I simply started it another day. Maybe I rewrite the beginning and go down a completely different path. Maybe I come up with alternative anecdotes because I'm in another location at a specific part of the paragraph. Or just maybe, I receive a terrible injury after deciding to film the work in a precarious spot because of the way it ties into the story. I doubt that would have happened, but you never know. It just fascinates me that one tiny harmless decision can make a life-changing difference. Like that time the guy in front of me won $50,000 on a scratch ticket I would have bought had I left the house 2 minutes earlier instead of...
Oh my God, that must have hurt to realize. Holy shit. Dude, I would have had PTSD from that shit, bro. I would have gone to a gas station any chance I got if I had to go through that. Oh my God.
Eating an extra piece of toast. That was a long sentence. It was also an example of something I can do at any point in this video. Lie. Yep, I made that up.
What?
It's the only time though, I promise. Okay, that promise
I'm so naive, bro.
might be emptier
my
than this
God.
bottle. But I certainly don't intend on spinning any more tales. At least not without good reason. With that in mind, why not drop a few truth bombs? 1. I had no idea what I was going to say here, but now I've given myself enough time to think of 2. I'm turning 30 next year and I'm a little scared. Not because I think 30 is old, I just feel like
I feel like you're old when you reach 60. Because in your 50s, that's middle-aged. That's in the middle of your lifespan. And this is a guy coming from his like in his early 20s. I am 20 to 23. You can guess which 3 numbers I am there, 20 or 23. But yeah, I feel like when you're old when you're 60, because that's above middle-aged. But it's still scary though, because it's not like you remember being an age that was older than the one you are now. I don't remember being 50 because I'm not, I was never fucking 50 years old. So it's scary, like I get scared when I think about me being the age 25. Where will I be in 5 years? My fucking God, bro. God damn it. I'm so stupid. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that in. Oh, fuck it, I don't care. I don't fucking care, man. Jesus.
haven't done what I should have done by now. Relatable, perhaps? Oh, and 3. This is the 3rd longest video project I'm currently working on. A few of you might remember that time I solved a 7x7 one turn per day. I'll admit right now,
Holy shit.
I'm not doing that with a bigger cube. Imagine if I was secretly solving a 9x9 for the last 4 years.
Nah, he's gotta
But
be.
here's what it really is. I scrambled a Rubik's Cube in early 2015, memorized it, put it in a box, And will hopefully solve it blindfolded in 2025. As you may have noticed, that's in the past. So those of you who watched it can gleefully chuckle at whatever the result of that was.
Probably
while
not.
I nervously anticipated for the next 16 months. On the bright side, I'm pretty sure I'll have stuff to be more nervous about before then. Hopefully nothing catastrophic, but what can you do? What can you do
Did he move again?
in the face of catastrophe? A lot of things, I suppose. Most of them won't be productive, but I'm sure you could figure it out. I was thinking about
Haircut.
departing some actual wisdom here, but I can't say I'm qualified. Certainly no more than the average person.
I'm feeling like his beard is just gonna get more and more grown each time.
So what I'll do instead is pick a random topic and talk about that for however long I see fit. How about patience?
That was low-key creepy. Oh shit! New Year's. Okay, my guess it's 2020. Wait, if it's been 2 years and like, no, it's been 1 year in 2 minutes. So it's 2023.
You waited patiently for me to continue. I still have almost 2 years to wait before I can release this video. Kind of an apples to oranges comparison
goddamn.
here, but it does
Yeah.
show that there are different kinds of patience to have. Waiting 30 seconds for a light to turn green sucks. Waiting a year for a new movie can suck, but it's not necessarily as frustrating as the light. The long wait for a new release can also make the payoff more satisfying. Wouldn't say the same about traffic. But all of this begs the question, how patient am I? It's not the easiest thing to quantify. There's the willingness to take on projects that won't see the light of day for several years. There's also the rage that bubbles beneath the surface when something takes a while to load. Or when I'm walking behind an incredibly slow walker. It really just depends on the situation, my mood, how much of a reason or reward there is. Well, you know what they say. Patience is a virtue. That's why it's admirable how politely you waited for this sentence. The fact that I did the same exact joke a minute ago and you let it slide is even better. Man, all I've done this year is talk about patience.
Holy shit! I know that's part of the video, but oh my god, that hurt to listen to because it's kind of how everybody feels right now about time and years going by. It's already been a year. Jesus. This kind of hits in so many different ways. There's layers to this shit, dude. Oh my god. I hope this video gets so many fucking views. More than it has now.
And it's already August. Well, that's not all I've done, but in the context
this
of this
hurts to
video,
watch.
it pretty much is. It feels fitting at least, waiting for me to stop going on about waiting. But I'm through with that. Now, let's just chill for a second and appreciate these cats. You may have noticed a change in my surroundings. I haven't moved and acquired 3 cats.
The only thing I noticed changing was his beard and hairstyle. Like, that's it. Everything else is just one different thing all the time.
I'm just house sitting. And now I'm back. It's no surprise that those 4 weeks flew by so quickly for you, but it felt shockingly fast for me too. I know the passage of time isn't the most fresh and juicy topic at this point. I'll just say that it concerns me sometimes. You know how it is.
You know, the older I get, the more, I think obviously this applies to everybody. The older you get, the shit you watch changes. You go from like more funny things, or I mean, okay, well, you can still enjoy the shit you enjoy as a kid. But for me, and not just for me, I mean in general, you begin to watch content that's more about life, and the older you get, yada yada. Um, lately, I've been kind of switching from a lot of online drama shit, funny shit. I still look at reels in a godly amount of time that I do not need to do. Um, but I've been watching a lot of like live content shit. And it's mainly because I needed like answers. Like, why am I doing this? I know why I'm doing this. I know what it is, but it's like, is there someone out there who can give me a better answer, even if it's just the same answer in a fancier way of saying it? It makes me feel more motivated to do this, more confirmed that I can do this, to take the risk. But at the end of the day, it's regardless of how they say it, you're doing it. And that's it. Whether it's a risk or not, you are doing it. Um, it doesn't matter how really risky it is. Well, there's a limit to that. But for me, in my case, there's no bigger risk right now than not doing it. Because I'm at a younger age, but that doesn't mean I don't have to act until later. No, that means I have to act now. Um, yeah, so I just kind of been watching videos like this to give me a better perspective on the things I do.
Feeling like things are moving too rapidly and life is passing you by. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you make the most of every day.
No.
Although I'd find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
Have you really spent every day of your life the best way possible?
No.
No, you haven't. Which is fine, because that would be completely unreasonable. Some days are gonna be terrible and you might just want to sulk. But look, I've actually moved this time. There's not much to see.
Did he?
You can tell I moved though, right?
No.
It's my first apartment without flatmates, so it's
cool.
small. But it's cool to have my own place. It came with this old-looking TV that actually has solid picture quality. Also, this clock that's only right twice a day. So the clock's not ticking. But the clock is ticking. That was awkward. But what I'm trying to
That was
say
deep.
is, time hasn't stopped and there's no escape. Which is relevant because this thing is over in 6 months and I've realized I actually need
Oh God, that was a hard hitter.
to
Oh my
start
God.
wrapping things up. Do I have any regrets about how this thing turned out? It would have been nice to have more outside shots. Or different locations. I do spend a lot of time in my house. Not as much as this video might imply, but close. I just don't want to bring my camera everywhere or use my terrible phone audio. And I hate filming in front of people. What else? I could have been more well presented at times. Spoken with more conviction. Written with more purpose. But none of that really matters. I set out to do something and I did it. Well, I will have in about 8 weeks. One would hope. Now, it really is time to put my final thoughts together. I mean, it's not that serious. I'm gonna post this on YouTube and then post something else the next week. But here's what I will say. No matter how I end this, I'll most likely be okay with my choice.
November 2025. The first thing I thought about for what I'll say after the end of the video was when he mentioned what he could have done differently. I don't know. I mean, he talked about like doing more shots in front of people, but I don't really think having people there or not really impacts like the quality of the message or how deep the video really is. Because it's 1 minute of a day in his life, 1 second maybe of a day in his life, out of this video, for doing the one word each day. So I'm guessing when he went about this, just doing it, like he said, he just did it. He did one random word each day to make a full coherent message and sentence, and just talk about things he was thinking about. It's crazy because maybe like in that day he says one word, but then he thinks so much about the next word he'll say. Like essays worth his mind of like, okay, where do I direct this to? How do I direct this message or or topic or whatever? And it wasn't just deep stuff. It was like casual shit too, like cats or patience, not talking and moving. Um, oh my god, man. Holy shit. I don't know. It's just crazy, man. I'm talking kind of casually and just like whatever about this, but this hits really fucking hard. Because I'm really thinking about like how much I've done so far in my life ever since I moved back to where I am now for college. Yeah, I'm doing school stuff. I'm working towards a degree in mass communications, but I'm really just right now doing the same thing over and over again. And my channel hasn't really like I haven't really been doing much for my channel. I have plans for it, but there's like fuck all in terms of videos and quality because I know I'm just posting random shit there. Um, I don't know because I think it's like yeah, I I do want to make sure like gaming content and stuff, but really I think the whole point of the main attraction of my channel is myself. I'm not here to make guides for videos or like um talk about strictly gaming only. No, I kind of want this to be more of like about me than anything else and kind of make something out of that. Um and streaming is what I want to do, but I think in reality, I have to do YouTube first to make a platform for streaming. So I already know the next step. I just haven't done it yet, and I've had that same thought for about a couple of months now. No, a couple of years now, where it's like, oh, I'll do streaming later, and I'll do YouTube first. I haven't even done YouTube yet. You can easily scroll down to my first video on this channel, easily. You should not be able to do that in like 5 seconds, but you can. If you go into my channel and you see that big shiny subscribe button, no, I'm sorry, that was a weird ass fucking plug. But yeah, you can just scroll down to my first video for like 5 seconds, and boom, it's like right there. My thought process for my channel were big. It was big, but the things I've done for were ever so small. There's a lot more I could be doing with this channel. A lot more I could be doing with the quality of my content because I have not really put in the quality and effort in my videos initially from what I compared to what I have planned in my head. And that's not because I've done the shit already. No, I haven't even done what I was thinking about. I just put a random video down to talk about something because I didn't do what I wanted to do initially yet. Man, this is a really good video. 5 years, one word per day. I pulled the channel down in the description below. He's already a big channel actually, I saw. But regardless, check him out. Check him out regardless. This is an amazing video. It's fucking awesome, man. Yeah.